You're listening to Into the Smoke, hosted by Patrick Harmon. Yes, guys, you guys are listening to Into the Smoke. This is Season 2, Episode 1. How you guys doing? We are in a new season, and a bright new season, hopefully. Hopefully a new NASCAR Season 2. Last year was crazy. A lot different things. A lot of drivers needed to be in check. I should have probably put my disclaimer here first. I do want to put a disclaimer here first. Maybe I'm trying to think of the disclaimer before this disclaimer, but basically, this channel is basically based on opinion, not facts. I do get everything off of news articles and NASCAR.com and all that stuff, but it's not based off of pure facts. Like, I'm going to talk about the Clash, but I don't know all the jazz. Like, I didn't even know that it was ran during the day. I thought all the non-points races were ran on. I thought all of them that were ran on at night. I was like, what's the point running it during the day? It's a non-points race. It's at Daytona. It's like there's no point. It's at Daytona. It's like, why would you want to run it during the day? But hey, this is a family friendly podcast too. I don't cuss. I might say freaking, but if you go to Homestead High School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I talked to a principal, vice principal, and he said freaking what isn't a cuss word. So, hey, talk to him. So anyway, we'll talk about that real quick. I was in the hospital for about a little less than a week, and I didn't realize that the Clash is coming up. It's this weekend. It's on. Believe it's on a Sunday. Yeah, it's February 11th at 3 p.m. Like, I don't understand that. It's on a Sunday. Doesn't make sense. During the day. So, mark your calendars for that. And then the duels are on the 15th, which is, I believe, the next weekend. And, but we'll kind of stay with that a little bit because we'll probably make another podcast pretty close to the Daytona 500. So why don't we get into the main subject of the year, Danica Patrick. We had a lot of upsets about that. She had to let everybody know that she left, and it was a lot. It was an upset, but the biggest triumph, not really triumph, but the biggest thing was that she was hopeful that she was going to get a ride. And I did not check, and I should probably check. Maybe I'll put it down maybe I'll try to find out how to do like the priority comments or something like that. But I did not find out. She's probably not worried too much about worried too much about the Indy race now, but she has a ride for the 500 Daytona. I do not know if she's going to race the Clash. She is eligible, but I know Dale isn't. Dale Jr. isn't, but because he's retired, he's probably got. I know he's in South Korea right now. He's doing stuff in South Korea right now for NBC, but I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, she's going to be over in racing over at Premium Motorsports uh, and so it's good. It's really good for her. I don't know too much about the whole what do you call it, the charters, but the little I do know about it, the research or whatever I did look up about it, it's good because she will have a spot. It might be position one. It might be position all the way back. I think Daytona runs all the way like 40, 41 or something like that. But it's good that they have a charter. Some teams don't have charters still, so I don't know how many charters they NASCAR hands out. So, um, uh, GoDaddy will be primary sponsor. I'm guessing Daytona, Indy, they'll go over to Indy if she does good, obviously. Um, but she'll drive Chevy, which she only drove Ford for like I think it was a year or so. It was Chevy, and then Chevy for a pretty long time. Stuart Haas had Chevy for a really long time, so it wasn't. I don't think a Ford would like, because I think. See, I think that the whole thing with the Ford and Chevy thing is that the biggest thing is sponsorship. Like it's like I think I like wearing my Kurt Busch hat and all that stuff, and it's cool. And we'll talk about Kurt Busch in a second if I have time. I don't want to talk way too long, but and I just I like, and I wanted to get another hat too that even though it didn't have Kurt Busch, it had Ford, and then it kind of looked similar to the Kurt Busch hat that I wanted to have that. He wears, it's like his actual competition hat, the ones that he actually wears, not the ones that they actually sell, because they have to they actually have to act. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's hard, like it's hard to explain. Like it's press hats basically, but they but basically I wanted to get that because it had the big oval Ford, but it's basically all sponsorship. It's not a big deal what you drive, but if you drive Ford for all your life, you know. But I know there's a story that went around just recently about Dale Jr. driving a Ford, and I'm like, what's the big deal, to be honest, about a Ford versus the Chevrolet versus the Dodge, which the Dodge is basically gone now. It's Ford, Chevrolet, and Toyota. I understand Ford and Chevrolet stayed completely away from Toyota, and I understand that, but I don't know. Sorry, I got off topic, but I wanted to talk about that for a minute. But yeah, Tony Uri Jr. Used to be Danica's pit what do they call that, crew chief. Crew chief. So back when she used to race for Tommy Baldwin Jr. So she's going to be back with him for that race. So that's going to be kind of cool. So I don't know. Like I want her to win. Like obviously, because I rooted for her every single race. And when I saw people getting all like, oh, you didn't do this right, or you didn't, you know what I mean? And they didn't really do that. They just said, oh, you just didn't race. Like, how didn't she race? Like you wrecked her. You just didn't know how to race. You didn't know how to race. So basically, that's why I wanted to say this. And then I put in all my notes too that no news for the Indy 500 yet. But like I said, I'll look it up and let you guys know about that. But it was who did I say that? Oh yeah, it was Michael Waltrip's. It was Michael Waltrip's last ride, I believe, last year. Yeah, it was a lot at Daytona. So I think it's a pretty small team. Premium Motorsports. Hopefully they're not going out of business soon. Be kind of scary because I remember Michael Waltrip Racing went out of business, and I know a lot of other smaller racing teams are going out of business. So it'd be really scary. But I really don't want to do this quotes. I typed this quotes crap up. Sorry, guys, I was getting during Kirk White. I wish I had another person I could tag in and be like, oh, read my notes real quick. And then I could tag him back. I was watching an episode of Let's Make a Deal. And he has Stunt Devil. And he's like tagged him and all that stuff. And he just wanted to talk, just like me, so it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, he was that was funny. But yeah, I don't want to really talk about this quote stuff. It was stupid that I wrote down. It's just a bunch of Kyle Busch was talking about how he could have won at Homestead, but it was Truex Jr. was just like Truex Jr. was just not the best. Like, but I was better, but like it doesn't make sense. He didn't make sense. I actually was trying to read it and it didn't make sense. And then I'm pretty sure William Byron is going to get beat up because William Byron said that Jimmy Johnson is the grandpa of the team. And then I said something, and I also I'm like, well, if you really I'm being really like honest with y'all, like if you want to be like if you want to like sit there and like think about this, you got Gordon, which still shows up the tracks, like he helps, which he still helps out Hendrick. And you got Johnson. Those and you got those three. So you got Hendrick, Johnson, and Gordon. Those three are those people that you don't want to get mad. If you get them mad, you will lose something. Could end up losing a job real quick. And in today's society, you don't need to just like not sign a contract. It's like, oh, you signed a contract. It's like, oh, what contract did you sign? That one that's in the shredder? Yeah. So he needs to kind of like I don't know if he was being serious or just joking around, but I don't know, like, and then Clint Boyer was getting bugged about something about his career and all that stuff, and I think he's doing pretty good, but so anyway, I don't know how I got that was kind of like a dark subject, I guess. I want to talk about Kurt Busch a little bit, but that's kind of a dark subject too. But Charlotte Motor Speedway is going to be doing a Roval. Say it with me, Roval. There's a commercial going around right now, and they keep on saying it, and then they're like say it with us, belly fat. It's like, and it's like something like that, and it's like, and it's Roval, and I'm like, okay. But it goes around the track, but then you go in the track. I'll post a picture of it on. I'll try to see if I can post a picture of it on YouTube. But it's 17 turns, 2.2 point. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that on my computer. Decided to try to go to sleep all of a sudden, even though I'm not. It's not supposed to do that. But anyway, 2.28 miles. But it's basically a road course, and but it's built to go faster because I was watching. I believe it was Truex Jr. got to go out there because they all love the Toyotas, or it was Kyle Busch. Yeah. I'm trying to read my notes about this one. You will have to wait until... Okay, I'll read this out for y'all. Because I didn't remember to write. I didn't remember writing this. You will have to wait till playoffs though to see how fast Kyle Busch wrecks someone, as it will be on the playoff schedule September 30th. And I believe it will only be on the Cup Series. Nobody else. But I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of cool, but I don't know why I typed that. I typed that a while back, so I forgot about that. But the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about real quick was the Kurt Busch got, I don't know what kind of interview it was. If it was an interview about, and you guys kind of know a little bit about all the changes around too, about the biggest changes were Hendrick Motorsports. Penske got a few. Penske got a car. But you guys know a few of those. But basically, Kurt got asked, and this could affect next year. So this is why I'm kind of talking about it now, because of Danica left. But Kurt Busch was talking, and he basically, because we were told that, and I don't know where this came from originally, and this is what I was kind of saying. I don't base my stuff off of facts. I hear stuff, and I kind of start thinking off of that. So, off of that, I'm kind of hearing all this stuff about how Kurt is talking about, I only signed a 1-year contract, which would have been this year, but he doesn't want to leave the sport and all that stuff. Meaning, what? So, I kind of want to hear people's feedback on it. I understand this is the first episode of a new season, so I haven't posted that much stuff. But I kind of want to hear you guys' feedback on that. Like, why is he wanting to leave? You know what I mean? It sounds like why? It sounded like Danica. Danica left for sure. It sounded like because of sponsorships, but maybe he's leaving but he got sponsored by Haas. He didn't go into Stuart Haas because of Tony. He went in because of Haas, Gene Haas. So I don't know. I kind of want people's input on that and see what people think, why he would want to leave Stewart-Haas, and why what he thinks is out there that is better than Stewart-Haas versus, because there's not that much out there, I don't think. There might be, but he might be able to make his own team and recruit people from outside within, but like pretty soon, like NASCAR is going to be humongous, I guess, is what I'm thinking, is what it look like. Like, because you're only allowed to have 4 cars, and then like there's only so many charters to go around, and then it's just like it gets to be the point, like, I don't know. So anyway, guys, that's, and gals, and space Teslas. I was gonna put that one in today, so I'll see you guys in the next one. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. It's YouTube, and this is only posted on YouTube, so just post it down in the comments down below, and I'll get you guys on the comments, and I'll post the Roval if I can find an actual picture, and I'll let you guys know if I hear anything about the Danica thing before the week of Daytona. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and you have listened to Into the Smoke, and that is my official sign off.